Welcome, 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 power people. You are listening to Tama Aziz Serwa. I am the visionary and the pioneer of the womb sauna. Welcome to my 8-8 Lionsgate Quantum Jump class. Why quantum leaping? Because it is the most effective and powerful form of spiritual practice for me right now. And I absolutely love sharing this with my people, my power people. Put your name and your location in the comments. I want to know who is here. I see some of you hopping on. Now, listen, I hope you have brought your grounding tools, whatever those things may be. For me, there's a few things that have made it to my juju bag. My prayer cloth. I love my prayer cloth. Sometimes I just need to wave and clear some energy. I just need to get some wind going. I like sound. I like my earth element, right? I have my anointing oil. I don't know if y'all can see that I made. And then I have some water that I've already charged up with my intention to forgive, clear, and release some things, right? And so I want to give you just a moment. If you don't have your grounding tools, maybe you need a crystal, maybe you need to light some incense, maybe you need to do some things. I'm going to go ahead and anoint myself. Need to anoint my ori, my crown. I'm going to anoint my third eye, my throat chakra. I'm going to anoint my wrists, my destiny points, where my reflexologist at. I'm going to anoint my feet. And I'm going to set the tone for those of you who are willing to receive some loving Reiki energy, right? If you want to receive a little Reiki blast, some love, I send it your way. I send it your way. If you're able to receive it, just put your hands up and say, I receive it. 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 So I thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I see y'all in the comments putting your name, what area you are located in. And I want to set this tone early. I want you to just affirm, even if you don't emotionally feel it right away. I just want you to say out loud, it is so easy to forgive and release. It is, put it in the comments, put it in the comments if you want to affirm that. It is so easy to forgive and release. The cosmology has been set up for you. We have the Lion's Gate portal 8-8, which I'm going to break down what that means in our time together tonight. But we also have this full moon, the sturgeon full moon. I'm going to also explain and touch on that a little bit. The gates have flown wide open for you to become the version of you that is no longer easily bothered, easily offended, right? And so I just want you to relax. And if you see me look down a little bit, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Okay. It's not that I'm distracted. When I try to put on my stand, it was making me have to go like this. And I'd rather stay centered here while we talk tonight. But you will see me look down and reference my notes so that I don't get lost in the activation that we're going to do. Now, to give some context, I learned a lot of the quantum jumping techniques that I use from Joe Dispenza and Burt Goldman. So, shout out to the wisdom that they have so generously shared on the internet. It changed my life. It allowed me to integrate, put integrate in the comments. It allowed me to integrate and to no longer be stuck in these compartmentalized versions of myself, right? And so it really did make a difference. And so it feels good to harmonize, integrate, no longer um feel like my childhood self or my teenager self, all these different parts of me and timelines, etc., are battling with each other. That's really what this technique of quantum jumping has done for me. So now that I've given enough time for most of you to kind of pile in, settle in, um, take a sip of your water, kind of unwind from your day if you have not already. If you've ever been in one of these containers with me, then you already know once the water starts pouring, it's on. And so that's part of the reason why I encourage you to get your grounding tool, to anchor yourself and really just allow yourself to settle, ground. I'm going to teach, and then we're going to practice a quantum jump. The quantum jump piece of class tonight is probably going to be the easiest, most centered grounding part of this, right? Because energy moves, and energy, when you've become a good steward of it, you know how to configure it and set it in a way that allows you to do what you need to do. So that part of this process will be managed through breath. And you're welcome to play something soothing if you feel like you want to do that. When we get to that piece, if you want to open up another tab and put on some background music, if you feel like that will help, we have a womb sound therapy playlist on the wombsauna.com. You can pick any of those. I recommend the soul healing one for tonight's class, so that when we get to that part, you can open that up and you can just hit play as I'm walking you through the quantum jump. Okay? So before we begin, I want to set the frequency. And my favorite book is A Course in Miracles. And there's a quote that says this. It's a really good one. So write this down if you need to. The holiest of all the spots on earth is where an ancient hatred has become a present love. The holiest of all the spots on earth is where an ancient hatred has become a present love. Mm. That's really what this space is about, alchemy. Can you take a wound and turn it into wisdom? Can you take pain and turn it into peace? Can you take your old identity into present liberation? That is what we are here to do. You've stepped into a sacred moment, a life defining moment. I am going to leverage that this 8-8 portal is wide open. This sturgeon moon has themes of abundance. This is also known as the moon of truth, the moon of deep emotional excavation. So some of you have been like, why have I been feeling so emotional lately? Why have I been feeling all over the place? Yeah, you're part of a universe. There is a universal law, a divine law called the law of one, where it describes how everything is interconnected, right? And so you didn't just show up casually by coincidence. Your soul brought you here, and you're here to forgive, release, and harmonize with yourself through quantum jumping. Okay. So, if this is your first time hearing me teach, and you just found this registered and all of that, um, I'll take a little bit to just tell you who I am. I'm Tema Aziz Serwa. I'm the founder and visionary of a global movement that is teaching women how to heal everything, called the Womb Sauna. We are the womb of the marketplace, and every time I get an opportunity to be fruitful and multiply the positive power that has activated through womb work in my life, I do that, and I make healing contagious. And we've gone viral all over the internet. My brand is represented in 17 different countries. It fascinates me every day that this is my life. That every day I wake up and serve women, and I get to witness them discover how much power is inside of them. We do that through our services. We're headquartered in Maryland in the United States of America. And we have products. We have a God medicine product line. We have the wombsaunauniversity.com, where there's on-demand courses that can transform your life, mind, body, spirit. If you want to figure out what to do with your anger, if you want to figure out the best herbs, Sione steam, with all of that is there at your fingertips. We have at any given moment hundreds of students enrolled in our courses. It fascinates me. And then we have um, a group on Facebook called Let the Womb Be Heard, with over 2,000 women, where we authentically express. I call it our sacred virtual space, where we get together, and I like to see how fascinating it is to see women connect and bloom with each other. So I ain't new to this, but I'm true to this. And I've been doing this for a long time. So let's get into it. Part one, I really want you to understand what this 8-8 portal and quantum timeline is about. The number 8 is a sacred infinity loop. It looks like the infinity symbol, doesn't it? The number 8 is a sacred infinity loop, a mirror, a return to balance. Um, 8 is the number of infinite abundance, perpetual abundance. And the lion's gate opens when the earth is aligned with Sirius, our spiritual sun. So we have the blazing sun, but Sirius is considered our spiritual sun, and it amplifies divine wisdom, ancient memory, manifestation power. A lot of the ancient texts reference the Sirius star system. The doggone people say that the ancient wisdom and knowledge that they learned that science couldn't teach them came from the visitors from Sirius and all of that. This ain't an ancient aliens episode, but I'm just telling you, the context of where this body of knowledge about the Lion's Gate and the 8-8 portal comes from. Now, the full moon, the full sturgeon moon, that amplifies emotional clarity. Put it in the comments. I need some emotional clarity. Put an exclamation mark in the comments if you need some emotional clarity, right? So this is not a time to perform healing. It is a time to embody healing. So wherever you thought you was healed and you was just feeling good, but you didn't really clear it enough, you didn't really heal it like you thought you did, yeah, that's going to come up. Okay. Quantum jumping means shifting timelines. Now, I don't want to geek out too much, but I'm into this kind of stuff. Like, my favorite show is Ancient Aliens. I'm the one in my friend group that's like, girl, have you seen what NASA just published? I love that kind of stuff. It fascinates me. So there is scientific data that has been published saying that yes, time is a concept. Um, Scientists have validated that we are multidimensional, that when you go through black holes, the concept of time as we know it is very different in different parts of the universe and all of that, right? There's light years away and all those types of things. And so the whole concept of quantum jumping is really about being able to trace all of the pieces of yourself. There's something called quantum entanglement. And it says whatever actions you're doing right here where you are, somewhere in the universe, that action is impacting something else. Quantum entanglement. And so there are ways when you concentrate and you put your brain in the alpha state, the alpha brainwave, you are able to connect with all of the pieces of you, no matter where they are, for a specific intention. And that's what quantum jumping allows you to do. And so, first, we got to really dig into what the intention and what we're going to concentrate the energy on, right? I want to unhook you from what is keeping you in old versions of yourself that are evolved enough for where you're headed. The parts of you that lack emotional discipline, the parts of you that overreact or underreact or just don't react at all, the parts of you that holds grudges, betrayals, self-abandonment, emotional residue from what should have been. What you focus on the most is what you're going to get more of. So it's important to me that I teach you how to train your brain and create what we call in the spaces of neuroplasticity, um, brain and heart. At some point, you're going to need to learn what to do with yourself and how to integrate and harmonize and create specific outcomes. Say, the next moment is on me. The next moment is on me. It is. And so I want to walk you through a forgiveness practice. We're going to do a guided visualization. So go ahead, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. I want you to place one hand on your womb and the other hand over your heart. So let's do our left hand over our heart, right hand over your womb. Your womb is 1 to 2 inches below your belly button. Okay. For most women, yeah. And I want you to just close your eyes. Okay. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, while your eyes are closed, I want you to imagine looking at yourself, the version of you that's been carrying the weight of betrayal. What does she look like? The version of you that's still talking to yourself like you're hard to love. You know, it makes me think of an Erica Badu song, Bag Lady, you gon' lose your stuff. You can hurry up, 'cause you got too much stuff. When they see you coming, niggas, they start running. What do you see? Are you holding a bunch of bags? Are you looking grungy? Are you the version of you that's been carrying the weight of betrayal, the version of you that it's hard to love from your mindset? What does she look like? Look at her clearly. What does she look like? And imagine that your current self is able, keep your eyes closed, keep breathing. Imagine that your current self is able to walk up to her, lean into her ear, and whisper, "Hey, I forgive you. I forgive you." Take a deep breath right there. Lean in and say, I, I forgive you. Hmm. See where that goes in your body. Okay. Now I want you to visualize the face of the person who has hurt you the most, the person that you came to class tonight that you know you want to forgive and clear some energy around. Call them forward. Keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Call them forward. Okay? Call them forward. Look them in the eye, in your mind's eye, your third eye. Look them face to face through your third eye. Call their face forward. Take a deep breath. And I want you to say to them, I forgive you, not for your sake, but for mine, because I choose to be free. I forgive you, not for your sake, but for mine, because I choose to be free. Breathe. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Ha is the sound of the heart. Do it again. I forgive you. I choose to be free. I'm not going to carry this anymore. I forgive you. Clear that energy. Some of you are already feeling some emotion. Let it out. Let it out. You do not need to carry it. It only hurts when we wish it was any other way than what it is. It only hurts because we're still resistant. And pain in any form, whether psychological, emotional, or physical, is the fruit of what we refuse to accept. I accept and I allow. Lift your hands. I accept and I allow. And I allow. Clear that energy, clear that energy, clear that energy. I accept and I allow that, yes, everything that happened, it occurred, but I am no longer that version of me. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my destiny. I'm not going to let what somebody else override and hold more power than what I can do in this moment in my life. I accept, I allow, I forgive, and I am free. And just like that, snap your fingers, just like that, you have put separation between the wound and your identity. You are not what you have been through. Ashe. See, the good part about me live streaming this is y'all can make as much noise as you want, not worry about interrupting anybody else's moment. Go ahead and make a sound. Give it a sound. Give it a sound. When I get breakthroughs, I like to speak in my light language, or what they call speaking in tongues. And I like to shout. And that's why I go to an African church, because, them drums get to going and I can just go off. Shout out a robo shots. I can do all of that. And I can have my shaker ray. And I can run. When you know that spirit heard you and did something for you. Now I feel like I'm about to preach. I wasn't even trying to do all that. You got to give it a sound. Sound pierces through walls, sound is a vibration. They done figured out how to put fires out with sound machines. Like, come on. This is your moment. I forgive you. And breathe it right on out of your body and your narrative. Let it go. Let it go. There is so much more to who you are than what happened to you. Now say this out loud and see where it goes in your body. I want you to wrap your arms around yourself as you do this, okay? So hold yourself. If you want to rock side to side, you can. Okay? So hold yourself. Hold yourself. Hold yourself. Hold yourself. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe. Now say this out loud. It feels so good to no longer carry that weight. It feels so good. Let's record this feeling in my body. Let me teach my body what to feel in this moment. You see, body, you see back, you see knees, you see neck, shoulders. You see how good it feels to choose to let it go, to stop fighting to be heard, to stop fighting to be understood, to stop fighting to try to get somebody else to change, to stop fighting to try to make it all make sense when it doesn't, to stop fighting to try to make myself be okay with things that I'm not. In this moment, I have created space for me, and it feels good to be here and to choose to release it, to release that experience, to release that person, to release myself. Ooh, it feels good. I could feel it in my body. I could feel it in my heart. I could feel it in my soul. I don't have to overanalyze this anymore. I don't have to try to figure out what that meant. I don't have to submit to the passive aggressive behavior. I don't have to try to make sense of somebody else's actions, that their projections and all of that. So I can just decide to clear it. Go like this with your hands. Go like this. I'm clearing it. Clearing it. Clearing it. You can literally wipe it off of you. You can literally wipe it off of you, right? I am free. Okay. And I just want to give you a few seconds to sit in that and feel that fully. I need you to remember that healing starts with a decision, not a feeling. Healing does not start with emotion. And that's why you have to stop pedestalizing what you feel, because everything you feel, number one, is not fact. And secondly, everything that you feel is not relevant. Literally, scientists have discovered that we only remember things with about 50% accuracy. So every time you pull up old information for new experiences, you have to program the energy to go to a moment that's not even real anymore and try to recall all of the energy from that old moment and pull it into the now moment for it to even become real. Why would you even do that when you can just create new moments? Why even take yourself through all of that when you can literally just be present where your power is and be here now? Put that in the comments. I want to be here now. I don't, A Course in Miracles says the past is irrelevant. It can touch me not. Why would I go back there? I can't do anything about back there when I can be right here and call all of the parts of me to right here, right now. Why? Or as my grandma used to sing, no turning back, no turning back. But let me give it to you the way my church sings it. I have decided to follow. I have decided. No, no, I can never turn back. Right, we put a little Afro beat in there, right? Breathe. Be here now. Let it go. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. It's not who you are. It doesn't define you. None of what you are trying to accomplish today is because of what happened back then. No. Behold, in this moment, everything is made new. Everything, 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 everything is made new. What a gift. What a gift. So clap. Lift your hands. Sometimes you'll find that the easiest thing to do is heal. The hard thing has been to stay wounded and offended and upset. to let it go, to feel this energy, to feel the lightness of it. Hold on to this and make this your new norm. Okay. So now I want to give you a minute to hydrate yourself. Take a sip of water. All right. Now we're going to prepare the quantum jump. And when you see how easy this is, you're going to be like, really, Tamer? I mean, this is why it's my favorite and most potent spiritual practice. The majority of what I need to get done for my spiritual hygiene gets done through quantum jumping. It's fascinating. Okay. So I hope everybody's gotten some water. If you want to put on your meditative music, if you want to pull up the womb sound womb sound therapy list, go to the wombsauna.com, scroll to the bottom, and I recommend the binaural beats for soul healing. You can start playing that in the background if you need to hone your energy. Some people like to wrap up, right? If you need to wrap yourself up as comfort, if that helps you ground, right? You can wrap yourself up. If you need to grab some of your crystals, we're getting ready to do the quantum jump. Okay? We're getting ready to do the quantum jump. Okay? And then after we do the quantum jump, I want you to have some pen and paper nearby where you're able to reflect on the insights. Most of the quantum jumps I've done were less than 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes. Time is not relevant in the quantum realm. It's not relevant. Time is just an idea. Okay. So, one of the techniques we're going to do when we do this quantum jump is there's going to be a signal that we will use to program your brain what state to be in. It also is a very important technique because it will help you keep your energy field intact while you are traveling through these realms to integrate and call forth the version of you that is unbothered and not easily offended and takes nothing personal. That's who we're summoning. That's who we're calling forward. Okay. And so I'm going to hold this space for you. Now, if you don't put on any meditation music while we're doing this, then you'll just hear your breath and you'll hear whatever you hear in between the realms. So I do encourage you maybe to put something soft on that, ground you. That can really, really help. And like I said, playing the womb sound therapy, the soul healing would be really, really supportive. Okay. So go ahead and put an exclamation mark in the comments if you have your music queued up, if you rehydrated, if you took a moment to go ahead and get yourself settled and prepared to quantum jump with me. Who's excited? If you're excited, say excited in the chat. Say, I'm excited, Tamer. I need this moment. I need this moment. I've been holding all of that. It feels good to clear my energy field and prepared to summon and integrate the version of me to call forward. You're going to call into your life right now the advanced version of you that knows how to forgive and release with ease and does it like it's nothing. That's who we're summoning. My teacher, Bert Goldman, may he rest in peace, he wanted to learn how to play music on the piano like Mozart and Beethoven would have. He did a quantum jump and came back and started doing concerts all over the world. He wanted to paint, did a quantum jump, and out of nowhere, in his 60s and 70s, he was not in his 20s when he mastered this. He was in his crone season of the agency. He had marinated. And started doing all these things. Excuse me, I was laughing and swallowed down the wrong pipe. And he was able, some of his art pieces that he started painting after that quantum leap he did are selling $600,000, $60,000. It's crazy. This is not woo-woo fluff stuff. unless you believe it's woo woo fluff fluff stuff. But you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a magnificent demonstration of God's power and creativity. You are a perfect idea out of the mind of God. This you can do. And by the time we're done doing our quantum jump, you will be the version of you that forgives and releases easily, and you will stop holding things because we've already cleared that version out. All right, so everybody's ready. I'll see y'all in the comments. Okay, good, good, good. So we're ready to move forward. All right, so the technique to seal and unseal your energy field is a simple one. You're going to place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, but your mouth is closed when you do this. Just to send a signal, you're just going to tap, okay? And that's going to let you know to start grounding and deep breathing. And we're going to put your brain in the alpha wave state, okay? So go ahead and place your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Relax. Return to your normal breathing rhythm. We force nothing in this space. Yeah. So we're going to go into what will look like a great hallway. We are walking towards a door. See your door. What does your door look like? We're walking towards it. As you open your door, you see this beautiful galaxy. And you are looking through this beautiful galaxy to summon the you who has already released everything you was carrying, the bitterness, the resentments, the rage. You're going to call her forward. You're going to invite her to meet with you. And she is coming. And you see her. She is the you who wakes up not thinking about what they did, the you who doesn't emotionally hoard pain for proof and evidence to make your case, the you who feels safe in her joy. See her clearly. Make contact with her. What is she wearing? Where has she been living? Who is in her life? And once you make contact with her, I want you to have a conversation. Ask, what do I need to remember to fully become you? So take a moment and meet with her. And anytime you need to hold the frequency, just put the tip of your tongue back on the roof of your mouth. It'll put you right back where you need to be. So now you're going to begin to wrap up this beautiful conversation with forgiving you, the one who gives forgiveness like tap water. It's easy. The one who doesn't hold anything she doesn't need. You say, oh my God, I'm so excited to have met you. And you're going to wrap your arms around her. And as you do, she will merge into you. She walks and steps right inside of your body, your heart, your soul, and you feel the merge. Her have become one. You and her have become one. You and her have become one. And you hold that vibration. You put the tongue back on the roof of your mouth. And you hold that vibration, becoming one. And you allow yourself to shed the older version of you and let it integrate and merge with this more powerful, at peace version of you. And all parts have become one. Snap your finger, wiggle your toes, come back to this moment as this new you. Open your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath. Allow your brain and your body to catch up to this new frequency you just inherited. Right? Right? It's so easy to heal. It's so hard to stay unchanged. They say anything that's not changing isn't alive. Okay. Take your pen and paper or use the chat box comment section. What was that like for you? Did you get to make contact with the version of you that forgives and releases easily? What did she look like? What did y'all talk about? Write it down, capture it, make your notes. Write it down. Write it down. What did that feel like? What did she look like? What did she say? What did you say to her? What questions did you ask? Did you hear a clear answer about, where she's been living? What was she wearing? Who she is in her life? Do you feel any physical reaction to this quantum leap? Make your notes. Okay? Make your notes. Wow. Give yourself a round of applause, too, when you're done making your notes. I'm live streaming this, so, the only way that I'll be able to hear what your experience is like is if you put it in the comments and in the chat and let me know if you're comfortable sharing it there. If you want to share a little bit more privately, you're welcome to email us at contactus@thewombsauna.com and say, hey, I just want to share what my quantum jump experience was like. Or you can come into Let the Womb Be Heard, our Facebook group. We'll approve your request if you're not in there already, and you can share what your quantum jump experience was like. And know that this day marks the day that everything that was unforgiven before this day has been forgiven. 8/8/2025, you decided to let it all go and usher in some peace and some real closure, the sustainable kind. And your emotional body will catch up because you did the quantum jump and you pulled the version of you that knows how to do this. She is now your master teacher of forgiveness. Deep bow to her. She a bad mama jamma. She a bad mama jamma. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with you all, and I hope that this was a blessing to you. Please, please, please stay connected. If you're not on my email list at thewombsauna.com, please join it. If you feel like you need some more support, I have a 1 year self-development program. We actually have an experience I call Inner Alchemy, where we quantum jump once a month. We're starting that next month. This is something I decided needs to be a part of my 1 year self-development program. You can find out information about it at thewombsauna.com/programs. Everything that I teach, you get access to for a year. Everything that I teach, you get access to for a year. And you get to focus on yourself and give yourself your undivided attention for 1 year. And I am anointed with accountability and support. It is something I was born to do. I've been doing it my entire life. My nickname has been Mama since I was 6 years old. So, nurturing you in a way that allows you to access more of your power, be decisive, break habits that you no longer need, learn what to do with the womb of your mind, the womb of your body, the womb of your spirit, learning how to live an orgasmic life in the power of pleasure, learning how to find God in your flesh and the sacredness of your sexuality and sensuality, learning what to do with your business and how to use spiritual principles to create a multi-million-dollar business model and have business infrastructure in order, because you can't ask for big blessings but not be the container size for those big blessings, right? You get all of this. You get a 7-day training on emotional discipline where you get to practice what to do with what you feel. You also get access to my Toxic Lover Healing Training. It's a 9-week experience where you learn how to become what you're looking for. That 1 year self-development program is gold. Most of my students have permanent life altering experiences and testimonials within their 30 days of enrollment. Get into it. Get into it. It is incredible. And part of the reason I created it is because people used to just sign up for the individual classes, but then they would go from one to one to, and I started tracing the data, and I noticed that the people who spent 1 year working on themselves were not the same. It's not about that 1 year, them 12 months of your undivided attention on your own self-development. Them women are not the same. They are not regular, ordinary women. They are extraordinary. And I had the honor of holding space and witnessing them transform their entire lives in a year. It blew my mind. So I said, well, look, let me incentivize this and financially reward women for making the commitment, sticking to it, and doing the work and seeing the reward of it. And so that's how the 1 year self-development program was born. And I am so happy to take that journey with you. So, again, if you are interested, if the way I teach, the way I hold space for you resonates with you and it's helping you transform your life, if 45 minutes can do that for you, imagine what I could do holding space for you for a year. Imagine what would change, not just for you, but in your bloodline. Yeah, get into it. So go to thewombsauna.com/programs. Look at the curriculum. If it resonates with you, enroll. Let's get started. We have private financing partners that can work with you. If they don't approve you, contact me. We do have in-house financing. That is an option as well. Okay. All right. And lastly, if you need to set up a 15-minute call because maybe you have some additional questions, just go to the appointment tab on my website and you'll be able to do so there. All right. It's been a blast. Alafia. I hope you feel your power and you don't stop feeling it. All right. So thank you for coming to this experience. And it's so good to see you being forgiving and not holding anything that you do not need. Forgiveness looks good on you. Peace.